You're listening to a Loot Dummies podcast, LOOTDummies.com. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, a weekly podcast following a group of friends as they battle across a homebrewed world called Antiriath in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Step into the mystical world of Antiriath and follow as our party adventures across the lands. Solid Grug, half-orc fighter-sorcerer from the wretched valleys of Mek'Zim, played by Taylor. A Learlock Bloodhair, Harengon cleric whose fate seems determined by luck itself, played by Joey. Pomerel the Gatekeeper, Summer Eladrin paladin from the Feywild city of Solaria, played by Seth. And Body Not Greenleaf, the halfling rogue with a penchant for taking things that don't belong to him, played by Josh. And last but not least, the creator of our beautiful world, the man of many voices, and our dungeon master, Sam. And welcome back, everyone, to Dungeons and Dragons and Dummies, the podcast.
Oh, I'm not a Clarion Shadow anymore. Put that guy away. There
You're
we
not.
go.
You're not the Shadow.
Pomerel's biggest fan so far is Tartan. Tartan
How do you know it's not me?
Hey, why don't you change your name?
Because Tartan is the only one who's stated as much. Yeah, now that Pomerel is in the...
Yeah, you should change your...
I was waiting for Pomerel episodes to release,
gotcha.
But now that a couple have been released, I forgot that I had been waiting on that. When I first rolled him up, I was like, it'd be kind of weird if anybody that...
Oh, yeah, definitely. That would be really weird. Like, the people are like, what? Who is this person? And then a couple weeks later it comes out.
Pomerel has made his debut a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Well, I totally forgot that I was waiting to do that.
Right.
That's what I'd say, too.
Money.
Shout out New Zealand.
Thank you. Shout out New
Hopefully
Zealand.
New Zealand loves Pomerel.
Hopefully.
I assume New Zealand would love Pomerel.
I don't assume anything.
So, it is mid-November. I don't know when this episode will come out. But, have you guys begun the partaking of Christmas music?
Negative.
Are y'all staunch
Not yet.
post-Thanksgiving?
It doesn't feel like Christmas at all.
It is still warm, and it's especially warm where you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a Christmas begins November 1st lunatic, but I have not began listening to Christmas music.
So I am a fence rider, right? Christmas music, I will start November 1st, and I have started listening to Christmas music. But decorations don't happen until after Thanksgiving.
See, I usually start at least outside decorations now, but we have another hurricane coming, so like...
Ugh,
Jesus Christ.
son of a bitch.
I like to do outside decorations like right now, like the middle of November.
Yes.
Like a little bit before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because here's my logic on that. It's such a pain in the ass, and I love the way it looks. I don't want to just see it for 25 days.
Well,
like
but here's my thing. And I don't understand why people rip them down right after Christmas, because the darkest month is January, and that's when you need the lights the most. And so
I'll leave that shit up till
just
February.
I'm very staunch on they go down by New Year's. I'm very staunch on that.
Oh, see, I'm gonna leave them up all January.
Pretty sure we left ours up, like, I don't know, February or March.
You said New Year's. February or March. So see, that's too long. If it gets into February,
I leave my clips up all year, but...
Oh, man. So I was doing some prep earlier and doing something that I probably should have done, I don't know, like when y'all started the Hex Scroll. But I was like mapping out, like tracing y'all's path on the Hex Scroll all the way up to where you guys are now. Just to kind of see the path and kind of putting the encounter dates to the path. But anyways, I thought it was interesting. Y'all started the Hex Crawl on the 35th of Harvest. So it has been That's 12, 13, 14, 15. It's been 15 days that y'all have been on this hex crawl journey.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
It's been a long time.
It really has. We haven't been anywhere for longer than a few days.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, before this, all the travel was like, just a few days, just a couple days, and mostly on roads. Only a little bit of overland travel. So it's been interesting. It's been
Give it to do up a day.
Oh, okay. Scatting is allowed. Wait,
No skibbiting.
What do you
is
think I was
skibbity
doing?
scatting?
No. Scat means something different anyway nowadays.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
That's not fun at all.
All right. On that note,
Skibbity toilet.
On that
Okay.
time, it's time for a skibbity recap.
skibbity recap.
So we began the last session on the 2nd of Frost around 11 a.m. with some axe-faced birds sprinting towards us, being chased by 3 large winged beasts that were whipping needle missiles out of their tails at the birds. As we rolled for initiative, we realized that the birds were sickly looking with mushrooms protruding out of their bodies. And we realized that the 3 beasts flying behind the birds were manticores. Old Pommy gets a misty step up onto the top of a manticore, smiting the thing. But it remains alive as Talik and Alirlock both cast Illusory Image. There's dozens of them in my mind. I don't know how many there actually wound up being on horseback, just flitting about the battlefield, causing mass confusion for everyone but the manticores because they were very far away still. At which point they charged towards the birds, and Talik fireballs the poor innocent mushroom birds into incineration.
It's a giant puff.
Oh yeah.
At that
puff
point,
shrooms.
Body Knock starts letting the
I got you
chameleon
close.
sing, and is getting in some big hits with the old chameleon bow. Pommy is still up on top of the manticore, wailing away as Alirlock drops the first manticore that Pomerel is on top of. Talik blasts the 2 remaining manticores with some magics as Pomerel leaps from the manticore that has just been dead onto the other manticore that is flying through the air. I don't really know how that all went down. It was stressful. But
there was some tension about how that happened. I've thought about that a lot. I'm pleased with how it went down. I think it went down really well. I think it would have been impossible for most people to do, right? Even an athletic person doesn't have, more than like a +3, +4, +5 sort of thing to their bonus. And so it was literally impossible for most people to do. But Pomerel is far above most people. He had advantage due to his
fearless athlete.
yeah, and he did something incredible. So I'm pleased with how it went down. I thought it went down good.
Well, good. I thought it was great. Alirlock and Talik are deep into the fray at this point, and they blast the 3rd manticore, at which point Body Knock absolutely annihilates it with a massive crit sneak attack from Chameleon. So with the manticores annihilated, the birds do some poofing and exploding of themselves out of fear or just being unstable mushroom creatures, not sure which. We didn't really spend much time investigating those, but Talik does kind of investigate the manticores, at which point he gets some manticore milk out of their stingers that can be used to brew an aphrodisiac. And so he does that. We made camp late that evening on the 2nd Frost, and Talik brews up an aphrodisiac potion out of manticore milk. Alirlock is just kind of ignoring all this chaos as he ponders over the giant frost axe head that is taking up much of the space inside of his bag of holding. The next morning, we start the day on the 3rd of frost, early in the morning, with a calm breeze, light drizzle at 45 degrees, heading northeast per the Longsword of Paladite's instructions. And there's a big survival roll from a Learlock, I think, and terrible perception rolls by Talik and Pomerel and Body Knock. At which point we find some large cat paw prints and hear some noise over the outcropping up ahead of us. Upon cresting the outcropping, this would be late morning on the 3rd of frost, and I'll let the DM take it from there.
Okay. So yeah, thank you for the recap. You guys
Beautiful.
come and crest over a rocky outcropping, and is what you guys see is, for lack of a better word, a furor. There's just madness happening. There's a whole group of orcs. I mean, we're talking probably 20 some odd orcs in a small camp, beset upon by an entire pride of lions and lionesses. They are just locked in battle. It's super scrappy. They're all spread out, and you can't really tell who has an upper hand at the moment. It seems like this has just broken out recently in the last few moments. The lions, every time they roar, it is deafening, even from the distance you guys are at, 100 feet away or so, up on top of this small hill. It is incredibly loud. We're going to go straight into initiative just so we can keep track of things from a time standpoint. But then I'm going to ask you guys what y'all want to do once we get in Nishi order.
Okay. Nishi.
Nishi.
And for Pomerel, the gatekeeper.
8.
20.
Nice.
I think mine was 17.
Okay, so Talik, you are actually going to go first.
Nice. I've got a Learlock on my horse with me still.
You
Indeed.
sure do.
Okay. I'm going to run up on my horse to the edge of this cliff. I'm going to see if I can yell out to the closest orc in Orcish and be
Okay.
like, "Orc, what's your clan? Who are you?"
Sure, yeah. So you ride up there. Make me a performance check to see, if you can catch somebody's attention. I mean, it is chaos. They're all shouting. They're at war.
23.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you get the attention of what appears to be some sort of leader. He's got ornamental bone necklaces, like a whole bunch of them all stacked up, and he turns his head up at you. He's got a whole headdress of some sort of animal skin draped over his shoulders. He looks up, he says, "We're the Rob Tits. If you want to earn your keepers and all, get down here and help us battle these wicked beasts." The Rob Tits would be known as the Basher tribe.
The
they're-
Rob Tits.
Please spell this.
ROBTIT.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
All
what was
one
that
word.
spelling?
ROBTIT.
Okay.
We are not mature enough for this spelling.
Or 5.
Pomerel looks over at Talik and says, "Did that man just call himself a Rob Tit?"
I've had bitch tits.
What do I know about the Rob Tit?
So you know that the Rob Tits are they're a loosely grouped tribe. They're poorly disciplined, kind of an impulsive group. They just kind of roam the fields of Megzim, hunting and picking fights with other orc tribes. They're not a very high ambition group.
I don't have any kind of beef with them.
A very uncouth group.
You've almost certainly run into them in your youth, but in the way that you've run into street bullies if you live in New York, they're not they're not like a
Okay.
high and fancy clan or anything like that.
Okay. think I turn to Alirlock and I'm like, I don't know if we should help these guys or not. Why don't we just see what's going on? See if we can just sit back and watch. I mean,
You want to wait it out. See what happens.
yeah, I mean, I don't see a reason to get involved.
Why ever not?
I don't know.
Can't we just lob some things down from up here?
Your prince, Shadow, used to always try to defend the animals.
The ones killing those folks down there.
Yeah, he liked to do that.
Oh, how interesting.
So are you
Fascinating.
going to sling an attack, or are you holding?
I think I'm gonna hold an attack until something is coming towards me.
Sure.
Just
Yeah.
a sword attack unless somebody's coming at me to
Yeah.
attack me. Okay.
All right. Bloody Knock, you're going to be up next while I think through where this goes next.
Do you want me to go ahead and go?
Yes, you go ahead and go. I've got something happening in the background.
You're kind of thinking we're gonna wait, Tyler.
Yeah, I mean they're fighting each other.
Okay. Where are you at? Are you up front here?
Yeah, I'm up here on the ridge.
I got our little rabbit friend on you. I am gonna come over here in this little nook and roll a stealth check to go sneaking again, so I can kind of be ready to.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
21.
Oh yeah. So you kind of
Cool.
slip over and fade out.
Okay, and that will end my turn.
So yeah, the lions are going to go next. So the lions are going in for some chomps. Let's see what kind of action the lions get in on here. Palmerell, you are going to be next. Nobody's going down yet. It's people are taking some damage and taking some hits, but you can't really tell one way or the other which way the fight's leaning yet.
Okay, Palmerell is going to saunter Sunbeam, or whatever this horse's name is, right over to the edge, and he's going to call down at the orc nearest to him, Mr. Orc, did you say that you're some kind of tit clan?
Yeah, Rob Tits. What's it to you, Fleshy?
So you're not of the Grug clan, then? And Palmerell is saying this in orc.
Palmerell speaks Orcish. Interesting. He kind of raises a lip up at you like, Grug, no, we're not from the hell of Grug clan. Those weak bastards have been wiped out for as long as memory can serve. Memory short makes him.
So you'd say that you're enemies of the Grugs, then?
They're not worth being called enemies.
Huh. And what did you do to these lions that are eating your friends?
Nothing, they just pounced on us. Now, are you gonna help or are you gonna talk all day?
Palmerell's gonna look over at Talek, and he's just gonna be like, Talek, you
Yeah.
told me that I had to ask him if they're Grugs. They're not Grugs. May I kill them?
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck it.
Oh, very well. Palmerell is going to prepare a guiding bolt at level 2. And the trigger will be if is that a caster down there?
Yeah, so the guy that you were talking to, he's got this kind of shaman-y look to him. He's got a weird staff with gourds hanging off of it and stuff. And it appears there's another guy with a similar vibe, bunch of tattoos and weird piercings, bone piercings in his nose and ears and eyebrows and
Cool
stuff.
dude. Really cool
Okay.
guy.
A real badass, if you will.
Palmerell is going to prepare a guiding bolt at level 2, and his trigger is going to be if Talek attacks.
Okay. All right.
Seems like somebody attacked somebody.
No, y'all are good. Y'all are good. I actually thought that there might legitimately be a chance that y'all just wandered off from the fight. Okay, the spellcasters are going to go now. 2 of them. So one of them is going to summon a spiritual weapon. The other one is going to cast a cantrip at this guy. He's going to cast a booming blade and try to attack him. Oh, but he misses. And then the spiritual weapon is a natural 1, so it also misses. Okay, Learlock, it is your turn.
Is spiritual weapon considered a magical effect?
Yes.
Okay. I don't like that spiritual weapon down there. And so I'm going to
Oh no!
pull out the coin. I'm just gonna whisper into it, and I'm going to try to dispel magic on the spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think it works that way.
The DC is 16.
Oh, he rolls. No,
Yeah.
you roll, right? Dispel magic?
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends for each spell. Oh wait, what level did you
it's
cast
below
that?
it, a 2nd level.
Oh, then okay, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Peace out.
Wow. That is like
Cool.
almost ruder than if you attacked him.
I know. That's why I did it.
Oh my god. Okay, I
was
need everybody
That was
but Pomerel to make me a perception check.
Oh,
Everybody but Pomerel, okay.
Yeah.
18.
14.
10.
10. Okay. Learlock actually is the only one that notices that there is a lion creeping up from behind this rock over here next to you.
Mm.
So it is going to run in and try to bite a Learlock. Oh gosh, that's going to be like a 12 to hit, so that's a miss. But this other one, while you were being stealthy, it too was being stealthy, and it tries to pounce on you out of the bushes. So it's going to have advantage on its attack. So it's going to attack. Oh man, yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
Mm.
And I think it has something special when it does this.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to roll some damage, but while I roll damage, you need to make me a strength saving throw, Mr. Botti.
Sweet. I don't think I have 0. Oh, I got a 19.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
So it tries to knock you off of
Jeffrey?
Jeremy? Jeffrey.
I don't know my fucking name.
Jeffrey? It tries to knock you off of Jeffrey,
Yeah.
but it fails to do so. So you take 8 damage as it swipes you with a claw.
Okay.
That is its turn.
That line.
It missed a Learlock, so Talik, it is your turn. A lion just ran up on you from the side and tried to bite your bunny off the back of your booty.
oh my god!
I'm upset.
That's-
Oh,
What? How else would I say that? That was
Perfect.
that was
so
the
good.
appropriate
called a
way.
bunny.
Bump your bunny right off your booty. I'm going to turn around and with the bonus action, I'm going to see what happened and cast Dragon's Breath on a Learlock.
Oh my.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, you breathe Dragon's Breath on a Learlock.
No. I'm giving it to him. I'm giving it to him. Ignore the roll.
Man.
So
D&D
he
Beyond
can
drama.
he can spew fire in a 15-foot cone for the next minute. 3d6.
Don't send your fur.
Is that an attack or is that a bonus action?
You have to use it as an attack,
Okay.
but you can do it at will within a minute. And then I am going to, with my action, I'm going to take a swing with the longsword at the lion.
Okay, go for it.
I guess I'm going to stay on top of my horse as I do that.
Sure.
Ooh, low roll. 14 to hit.
That's a hit. They don't have any armor or anything.
All right. I do 9 slashing, 6 necrotic damage.
Okay. All right. He's still up. He's hurting, but you definitely put a big gash in him.
I'll do it again. 27 to hit.
That's definitely better.
11 slashing damage and 5 necrotic damage with that hit.
Oof. All right. You kill him.
All right. I regain those 5 necrotic health points.
So does that trigger Pomerel's Guiding Bolt?
It would. Yeah, it's not back to your turn. Yep. And if somebody, he committed violence, you are free to enact your own.
Pomerel sends his Guiding Bolt straight into the lion that's up against Body, that's trying to gnaw on Body and Jeffrey over there.
All right.
So
So
level 2.
you kind of hear some commotion behind you. Whip your head around, see this murder. Whip your head the other way, and we're like, oh,
Oh yes, I have been unleashed. Yeah, 16 to hit.
that's a hit.
Oh my god, horrible rolls. 14
Oh, that is
radiant
pretty weak.
damage.
Okay.
And the next attack against it will have advantage. Yeah.
That sounds right to me.
Well,
Give him,
all right.
I'll give him a little base,
Whole base killer.
little blue base color. Okay. It is the orc's turn. The lion in the middle gets surrounded and swarmed by orcs, and they kill that one. So they take him out. Okay. Body knock. It's your turn.
Do I have advantages? Is my buddy here within the distance of me?
You have advantage because I
Uh,
cast Guiding Bolt on him.
That's true.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna use something I haven't in a while. I'm gonna go with this thing since it's so close with my Captain Shankblade's Shank.
Captain Shankblade Shank.
Hmm.
Been a hot minute since we got some Captain Shankblade Shank action.
14.
That's a hit.
Okay. So let me look at this weapon again. See what I get. I got add 1+1 to attack and damage rolls. Has the lion taken a turn in combat technically, or was it?
It snuck attack you.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Damn it. So I don't get the extra damage, but I get a +1 to damage.
Yeah, well, and you get your sneak attack because you
Oh,
have
yeah.
advantage with the attack.
Okay. So let me go ahead and roll base damage. 6 +1, or so 10 +1, 11.
Oh man, he'd be hurting already with just that. So I
And
think you're
then
easily gonna take him out.
Sneaky attack damage is gonna be 19.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely dead. So this guy just tries to run up on you, and you just one blade to the throat.
Jeffrey doesn't like cats.
Poor Jeffrey.
My name is Jeff.
All right, anything else?
I'm gonna roll stealth again and get it sneaky.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Very,
that
very
makes sense.
sneaky.
Very, very sneaky, sir.
Okay.
Oh, I might not have passed that.
Oh,
I rolled
12.
that one 12.
No.
Okay.
You will for the orcs, but not for the lions.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's.
Wow, not one.
The lions are more perceptive than
Okay.
the orcs, huh? That's funny.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay, then that will officially get my turn.
Cats are more perspective than people. No worries, no worries. Okay, so it is the lion's turn. So this
Cats are
lion
more
up on
perceptive
top.
than people.
Yeah, as far as like spotting a mouse or like a laser light, or
Yeah, the cats are
they're
like.
very like
the ultimate
twitchy.
Don't you get to reroll ones as a halfling?
Oh shit, he's right.
You son of a bitch.
Ooh la la.
Thank you.
Halfling love.
I forgot about
Thank
that
you, Noah
stupid
Rabbit Hole.
ability.
I love you, buddy.
About that
That's a great one.
bullshit.
Sorry. You
So
do it for
Give me
me.
a 21.
Ugh. Okay, yeah, you fade into non-existence with you stumble on a rock and fall behind
I
a
put on that ring.
turn your ring on your cock ring. All right.
That's where he puts the one ring.
There's a fanfic of that out there somewhere, and I don't want to read it.
Forged in the fires of your mom.
All right.
All right, all right.
One
Back to the
ring.
lions because they're about to do something cool, and it's about to get
Just
ugly down
screw
there.
them all.
So this one up top lets out a mighty roar, and it like quakes the very foundation of everything. And all of a sudden, all of the other lions also let out a roar, and you see carnage as orcs start flying around the arena. This guy dies as he goes flying off the edge. This guy dies as he goes flying back, and it's a brutal thing. One of the shamans gets blasted back, but he's not dead. It's brutal. They just blast out this like sonic boom roar. People are getting slammed up against walls all around the arena. It's kind of a bloodbath. It's quite gory. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And all of a sudden, what looked like it was going honestly pretty well for the orcs, all of a sudden they are on the ropes. And it's gonna be Palmerel's turn next.
Palmerel looks over at Talik and says, "Hey, did you ever hear that one joke? The kid says, 'Dad, can you put the cat out?' And the dad says, 'I didn't know it was on fire.'" So Palmerel,
My lord.
so Palmerel is on his horse still. His horse can go pretty far. So his horse is gonna run over to this lion, and it's right at the edge of his movement. But when his horse gets there, he is going to attack with trampling charge.
Oh,
So he is going to make a hoof attack,
that's fun.
+6 to hit. That'll be a 23 to hit.
It's a hit. And I'll tell you, this one was pretty weak. He had been in a tussle and been taking some licks.
So it'll do 8 damage.
That's enough. That kills him.
Kills him. So Sunbeam tramples that lion to death. The giant Fey Warhorse just runs in, just
sprints
mauls
across the rocks, just like hopping down rocks, and he goes, "That was absolutely riveting."
Oh my! I forgot about us talking.
Oh, is that what Sunbeam says to Palmerel? Palmerel just goes, "Fascinating, Sunbeam. Fascinating." So, did that use Palmerel's action?
What? Tell me how trample works?
Well, that he didn't get to do his trample. He just did his hooves.
He did a hoof attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only things that you get for free are dodge, disengage, or
Okay, that's fine.
dash.
If he
Otherwise,
wouldn't
it
have
takes your
died,
action.
then other things would have happened with the trampling charge.
I gotcha.
Okay.
Well, hold on. What else happened? Just other things would have happened to that lion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Technically, I have a bonus action still, but I can't do anything with that because I can't move because that was all my movement. So that's the end of my turn.
Okay. This shaman down here is going to mutter something that actually sounds like a lion roar back. And this lion in front of him is going to sit down on the ground, sitting like a lion statue, just like on its butt, paws down, and stare off into the distance. Alirlock, it is your turn. You're up on the back of this guy, kind of surveying out over the field. You've got a pretty good view here for the carnage.
I'm gonna cast Dominate Person on that orc.
Oh,
Okay. I'm assuming he tries to make a saving throw?
Correct.
What kind?
It is a Wisdom 16.
Okay, he has no modifier. And he rolled a 3. So yeah, he is dominated. Dominate person, you basically, it's like full mind control, right? You can basically control him.
This is a
see
long
fit.
spell description and I'm still understanding it, but until the end of my next turn, the creature takes only the actions you choose and doesn't do anything that you don't allow it to do. You can also cause the creature to use a reaction. Requires you to use your own reaction as well. Each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell.
Okay.
I'm going
Each time it takes
to...
damage, so it doesn't just get it for free on its turn. Dang.
Yeah. There's a lot to this spell. I wish I read it more. I'm going to command this orc. I'm going to command this orc to walk up to the line that it had done something to.
Yeah, this one's dead. There's two casters. This caster down here.
Oh, it was that
took control
one.
of this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm going to have this one, his buddy there.
His buddy right here?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Betrayal.
That's a hit. He takes him out. He walks up and knocks his buddy down.
That's amazing.
What the hell, Chief? What are you doing? He's just got a glazed over look in his eyes.
Halrel's just watching this whole thing, and he's fascinating. Orcs are strange creatures.
And I'll just continue to exist here.
Okay, speaking of orcs, it's time for our very own resident half-orc, Talik Grug.
What will he do next? Find out what happens to our party next week. Check us out at dndndummies.com. And please leave us a rating and a review on your podcast app. It would mean the world to us.
Get them nails nice and
Is
short.
someone clipping their fingernails right now?
Oh, no, sorry. I'm messing with a pocket knife.
Oh yeah, we
You're
can
messing
hear
with
that.
a what? What is it?
Pocket knife.
It's making me feel like I'm losing my mind. It's like oh my god.
Yeah,
The
now I
editor's
get it.
not going to enjoy that.
I wasn't
Dude,
here when it first.
some random like person called me earlier for a survey or something. I don't remember what it was, but it had like this metronome click. There was something weird going on with the connection, and after like 30 seconds, I was just like, no. I was just hung up. I was like, I can't. Like, I don't know what you wanted. It was I might have talked to you, but that metronome sound was. Maybe it was a social experiment to see how long people will hold on to the phone if you have a metronome on it while you're talking to them, because it was torture. It was psychological torture.
Interesting.
I think it's possible that Sam would be highly susceptible to the old water torture.
Oh, I would go insane. Like I wouldn't just tell them whatever they wanted. In minutes, I would be truly unrepairably insane.
Oh my! That
It'd
is-
probably take me
And-
days.
And I know this because the cats have taught me that unexpected little like inconsistent things drive me crazy. They'll
The
like
cats taught you that? I could have told you that for free.
well, it's easier to observe. It's hard to just self-evaluate. Yeah, because they'll smack the blinds cord. I'll be like, no, that doesn't bother me. And then they'll smack it again. I'll be like, yeah, I mean that's fine. But after like 5 minutes of them just smacking it every 4 or 5 seconds, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it like that? Like, what is wrong with you, you stupid cat?